Rock and roll, hoochie coo. And if that's not exciting enough for you, we have Smoking Rice.
Howdy. How's everyone doing?
Howdy. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, all. As Shadowhawk says, he's getting his coffee. He'll be here soon. I guess we can do a sound check. This is where we left off last time, correct?
Yep.
Judas Project, 1990. If you can't watch it right now with us, we got a little bit into it, a little bit of the setup. This is the actor that plays Jesus, Yeshua, Gesundheit. I always like to tell that joke, Yeah,
Works good with the Sunday crowd.
Yeah, we did a little review last year. It seems like last year. Last week on the Shack, a little bit. Love Shack, baby. No, not that Shack. Anyway, you can tell I'm feeling my oats today, and I haven't even had any.
You're full of it.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead and back it up just a tad, and then we'll do sound check. Here's
I think this is Judas.
Yeah, the guy that has he been named? I can't remember.
Honestly don't know.
Yeah, I think he's the Judas who's the doubting Thomas. How about that?
Let's just call him Jake.
Yeah, Jake. That's a good compromise. Hell yeah.
For now.
One day somebody's get off from the world.
Oh, and we get to learn Spanish while we watch.
That's right. Subtitles on this version. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure he takes it. Make sure he takes it.
Yeah, that's kind of Judas's creed there, right?
A little bit, huh?
He's like wanting to force Yeshua into a position, right?
Yeah, into his position.
Into his position,
right, into his personal
the way he thinks should be done,
right. There's no acceptance there, like in his heart.
Where he basically takes over everything in charge and then makes, Judas a leader of men, which his ambition and pride would probably
thwart that.
And people like that, they you may not be showing weakness, but something that they perceive as a weakness, and they try and take advantage of it. Maybe not consciously, but unconsciously, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just in them, something inside them,
Well, I mean, I would say it's human nature, but what is human nature? Well, it's fallen.
Ego. Yeah, just ego. We know better, right? We always know better.
Well, one of my favorite sayings is meet the needs of others and your needs will be met,
It's a good one. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take this down. I've been trying to come up with good axe head design, or something like that. Smoking Rice.
That is not my forte. I'll leave that for the creative people. Morning, Shadow.
Show, Shadowhawk.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Yeah, I've been trying to come up with good, a good thing to put in Gio's hand on this one piece. I was thinking, he needs a, sort of a.
Okay. I see what
kind of like a rock hammer, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Rock hammer or rock axe, kind of like Terrax the Tamer.
There you go.
The universal hammer.
Just trying out different things. I kind of like this one here.
That's not bad.
The double head axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then this one here reflects his belt buckle.
I always thought axes were
That
far
one there.
more effective when they had blades on two sides.
So I don't know. He's going to be like a sentinel.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah, I don't want a hammer too. I just want an axe.
You know, I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Warhammers are pretty effective too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Hey,
there's a time to
anything
slice and a time to bludgeon. So
big and
Yeah.
heavy, and I had started some out on this here with some notes about. Started out on that one there. Different ones. This is the shape of the little things that Silver Bow is going to shoot out. Pew pew pew. You know, little spiky like
Oh, right. Yeah.
people like things.
look like fangs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looked like little sets of fangs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's supposed to be like. And he'll shoot out glue, like hardening glue, and to basically tie up people in just a second. Smoke and a flamethrower.
Cool.
So yeah. I've got my morning coffee. I've already had. Hey, Carrie, I've had one cup. I'm working on my second cup here.
Well, I woke up way too early this morning, so I went and laid back down, and then I just woke up 5 minutes before we got started. So,
well, you were in the chat. You were in Apex's chat. He started at midnight, and Hex Allen jumped on, and we kind of shielded. I don't know about the Bancroft bump. He got another backer, and then we got a Ray Haylock back the digital tier. So he wound up Nephilim Squadron, which might still be available. Let me check here just real quick.
If you can't find one, give me a shout. It's $75.
He has stopped it, but it's still in demand. 98 backers. Wow, he's only 2 backers away from 100.
I feel bad. We only need 2 more to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, and he's already hit stop on it, but it's still in demand, still available. You can get the digital tier.
Could be coming down any minute.
It's going to be a hefty beast, of over 80 pages, less than 100, but
better strike while the iron's hot.
4,756. He's been putting it out in the DM groups and other things, but yeah, he's gotten a couple backers since last night. Since he actually stopped it. Yeah, something. 98 backers.
I think we had him up to like 95 when we had him on our show.
I noticed a campaign that got so close to 100 backers, but I think Hex Allen's even got closer than what that campaign did. You like to hit that 100 backer mark. Not only
that's a nice landmark to hit. Whatever you want to call it.
Yesterday was Linda Evans' birthday. You remember Linda Evans from Big Valley and Dynasty?
Yeah, I was never a big fan of hers, but
she's a blonde. See,
Big Valley.
She was on the Rockford Files too. Wow.
You are showing your age, buddy.
She was on Mannix, Love Boat. The Love Boat. Who wasn't on Love Boat though?
Yeah, everybody was on Love Boat.
She was in. Apparently, unless it's at the she was on. I'm gonna have to watch that. The Western Tom Horn by that was one of the last movies that Steve McQueen did, although not his last. And also in that movie that had O.J. Simpson in it, The Klansman.
I bet he would have made a great.
Remember that movie, The Klansman?
No, I don't remember that one.
No.
Great Klansman.
Thanks, Hex Allen, for we had the Rex Flex, Hex Flex, and the Apex Flex last night.
That's right.
went from 92 to 95 backers. Well, that was just the Rex Flex on the 4 o'clock shadow, but then he got it up to 98 since then.
Hmm.
So you said you've already had Thanksgiving smoking, right?
I've had my fill of turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandma already cooked?
I still have now. Might not be the Hallmark brand, but fold out turkey. But I do have one of these where you
I've
fold
seen
it
those.
out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to have one of those when I was a kid.
They're pretty neat. I've still got
I
one.
remember my grandma complaining to me when she would go to someone's house and saw that. She'd be like, "Why don't they have an actual turkey? It's one of those paper ones." It's like, Nana, quit being a bitch. It's all right.
Well, what do you want to do? Feed it corn while you eat your thing?
No, like
dinner?
get like a permanent turkey, like a decoration, like one for every season. Like she's super anal about all that stuff. Typical 50s housewife, right? It's got to be her way or the highway.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My grandpa's always putting his foot down. It's hilarious.
Well,
It's been 60 years for them to be married. So, like, what else are they to argue about? They just got to make stuff up
on her neck,
right.
his foot on her neck.
Hey now.
Now, my grandpa would say, the Bible just says to put your foot down, not necessarily on her.
Yeah. Well, when people are long-term enmeshed like that, not even that long. I know my parents were married 62 years. But yeah, they do you find that they complete each other's sentence and things like that?
Not at all.
No,
They are definitely two different people, but they work together well.
Okay. Happy birthday to you brought this up yesterday. I talked Francis Talking Mule, and you brought up Mr. Ed.
Wilbur.
Happy heavenly birthday. If I can.
Is it true that they use peanut butter to get him to move his mouth?
I believe they did. Yeah.
Yeah. I also heard they had like some kind of string or something they would like tie into his lip, like a clear fishing line almost.
Mm-hmm. That'd kind of be irritating or something, Yes. Alan Young was the actor that played Mr. Ed. Wilbur. He also voiced Scrooge McDuck in numerous Disney films. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
He passed away in 2016, not that long ago, at age 96. So happy heavenly birthday today to actor Alan Young. That was most known for the Ed McMahon, not Ed McMahon. I give up. Oh, me.
It's Mr. Ed McMahon. Boy, oh, you are correct, Wilbur.
Yeah. You are correct. Yeah. This one, In Like Flint, 1967. Yeah. Oh, man. Bring back those memories.
Good movie.
Yeah. In Like Flint.
It's like late 60s Baywatch.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I had so many babes running around in that movie.
Well, it was a James Bond takeoff. It was.
What was the other one?
It was MacGyver before MacGyver.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He kind of had like the James Bond gadgets and all the good stuff. It was a couple of fun movies. It was In Like Flint and then Our Man Flint, I think.
Right.
I'm gonna have to watch those.
I think. Yeah, James Coburn playing the guy.
James Coburn was just cool, man.
Yeah, he was a student of karate, or not karate, whatever Bruce Lee taught. He was one of Bruce Lee's students.
Wing Chun. No, Wing Chun.
Meg Ryan, 62 today.
Oh, God. She used to be so cute, and then she fucked her face all up with plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, she was gorgeous right there. A couple of years later, it looked like she got run over by a truck.
She probably looked better as the brunette, though, right?
You know, it's better just to age
I've
gracefully.
only seen her in one movie as a brunette, I think.
You Got Mail was a remake of An Affair to Remember by Cary Grant.
I didn't like knowing that she was able to fake it.
Yeah.
How could you ever be with someone like that?
Fakes an orgasm at the table. Yeah.
You don't want to fake her in your relationship. I never
Check
fake
this. Check this out, Shadowhawk. This is Mike.
I've only had to fake it once or twice. So.
Mike Barron actually posted this. Lon Chaney with his dog in real life.
it.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. That's awesome.
That is awesome, huh?
Is that Jeremiah Johnson?
In his makeup. No, it's not Jeremiah Johnson.
You think the makeup would have freaked his dog out, but obviously not. So.
You're not a big DC guy, but can you name these characters out of Superman? I believe the blue one is Nightwing, and
what?
Yeah, I think he was
Wonder Boy.
No, I think he was called Fire something or Flame something. Yeah,
Flamer.
Yeah.
Oh, Flame Out. No, I'm kidding.
Fudge Packer and Flamer.
Oh God. Okay,
that's the modern version.
But you know that's all right. We'll roll with it. You know, it's
Shadow's thinking of the Kelly Sue DeConnick versions.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I think he's got Tourette's. You know, it's like he comes up to the pastor to shake his hand on the way out of church and goes, "Fudge Packer." Speaking of Bruce Lee, there he is back in the day. Look at that goatee, man, with his family and Chad.
You know, my buddy told me Asians couldn't grow facial hair.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You know, it's not because he's Asian. He can't grow facial hair.
No, a lot of them can't very well.
Well, some can't. No.
Yeah. Well, he can.
Have you ever wondered? Yeah, I mean, Jack Kirby lived long enough to draw the Ninja Turtles. There's Jack Kirby pencils of Ninja Turtles.
Oh wow!
I would have liked to have seen him draw the Ninja Turtles more, actually. You know.
Yeah,
looks good
in a story or something. Just see how he would handle it.
I like the block style. Everything's real squared off.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool that he actually. I think he did. This might have been it. It might. This. I can't remember. It looks a little different. So, but he did one Ninja Turtle variant cover. I know that. Kreger's got a new sculpture out there, you know, that people getting their Hammer books. This was a sculpt that he did.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. Pretty cool. We've had some one and done sculptures and things, and of course Hatch has got a sculpt, you know.
It's got quite a lot of detail in there.
Oh yeah,
Jim O'Reilly's been messing around with the sculpting a lot for the last year or so too.
Jim O'Reilly, yeah.
He's getting really good, man.
Is that like an alien scuba diver? What is that thing?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a character from the book or something.
Well, from what Kreger says, it says, "I sculpt stuff. This is Dr. Donald West in his gravity suit moments before reality is fractured and his conscious is split throughout the multiverse. He is the Lostronaut. He's lost, kind of like a Lost in Space one I've been picturing.
Oh, okay.
The first thought that came to my head was an extraterrestrial underwater welder.
Okay, I'll go with that. To get back home, you must remember the equation to activate the suit.
So now we got to do math. Great.
42.
I know, right? Happy Heavenly. What? I didn't know he was dead. Steve Lytle was dead? I didn't realize that.
Who are you talking about?
Steve Lytle, the
Why do I
artist.
know that
Steve
name?
Lytle. Well, he did Doom Patrol. He did
Yeah. Okay.
Teen Titans, Legion of Superheroes, classic X-Men cover artist. I didn't know that he had passed away.
I didn't either.
Shoot, I met him. He was really a nice guy. Um, bought a page of artwork that sadly is gone now. But yeah, heavenly birthday to his wife was pregnant with their first child. I don't know how many children they wound up having in there, but I did not realize that Steve. I just didn't read this when I reposted it. I didn't realize that Steve Lytle had passed away. Wow. He also did a lot of covers on Marvel Comics Presents. Shadowhawk.
Oh, okay.
He was a nice guy. He really was. It was wow. I did not realize he had passed away.
It's a shame.
Death doesn't care if you're a nice guy.
I'm guessing he wasn't that old, right?
No, really, he wasn't. Look at the Rocketeer, man. Love that Rocketeer shit.
A great outfit.
Retro look,
Mm.
I love that look. Like 1930s look or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I tried to infuse into my even the modern day Silver Boa.
Looks great.
The Rocketeer was oh god, why is his name not coming to mind?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes, no, the artist.
Oh, he's from Arkansas, by the way. We get credit for that.
Right, Billy. Yeah, he is. He did Sling Blade. That's
Yep.
I know he did.
You're welcome. You're welcome, world.
He was in Tombstone. Got the beef
Give you Billy Bob Thornton.
beat out of him.
Oh shit.
Well, Billy Bob got a hold of what's her face while she was still kind of cute, so give him props there.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Before she went crazy.
Jodie
she went completely off
Foster.
the deep
Jodie
end.
Foster's 61 years old today.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
And I've been watching her since she was a little kid. Or courtship with
Oh, I
Eddie's
have
father.
too. Really, she's not that much older than I am, Shadowhawk, or you.
No, she's only 5 years older than me.
She's in a lot of movies of the genre I like, like the kind of sci-fi, kind of adventure type shit.
Mm-hmm.
There she is, really, really quite young in like her teens there. Yeah, I grew up watching her and Kurt Russell in the Disney movies.
Like what?
Oh, too numerous to, she was in a lot. Was she in Escape from Witch Mountain? Maybe.
I don't know.
35 years ago, The Land Before Time was 1988 came out. That was around the time my kids were real young.
Oh, the dinosaur. Yeah. I remember those.
Huh?
I remember those.
Little Petrie.
Little dinosaur tails.
Yeah, even Taco Bell had a little, had a figures and things like that.
Little Triceratops with a bitch.
November 18th, yesterday, 1993, Nirvana performed for the television series MTV Unplugged in New York City, Sony Music Studios.
It was the best show they ever did.
Yeah, my kids.
Really? Did they sound all right?
My kids love Nirvana.
I can't stand their album work.
I would never like them. I would think they need as much distortion as possible. Doing an unplugged is probably not a good idea.
On November 18th,
sounds great.
November 18th, 1968, McDonald's introduced a new double arch letter M logo and an updated design for the restaurants, a brick and plate glass facade captured by a double mansard brown shingle roof. So 1968 being your kind of redesign on all your McDonald's.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
1968. Wow.
It was also the year they
Nearly
started
as old as me.
That must be a modern thing because they got billions served. I can remember when it was in maybe the hundreds of thousands, a burger served, or
Remember when it was millions
definitely
even.
millions. Semi Tough released in 1977.
That a movie?
Burt Reynolds. Yeah.
Burt Reynolds, yeah. Chris Christopherson, yeah.
I remember one of my grandpa's sisters, so I guess my great aunt would always brag about having some Burt Reynolds calendar where he lays on that bear rug and shit.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa would always be like,
the-
"Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her."
On November 18th, 1980, Suzanne Summers made her final full appearance as a regular cast member on Three's Company. So she bowed out in 1980. Yesterday,
That's when she was making all that Pie Master money.
Yesterday was the anniversary of Jonestown, Guyana. Jim Jones led his people's temple to a mass murder suicide that claimed 918 lives.
Everybody raised a glass of Kool-Aid.
Pretty
Hours
interesting.
earlier, the members of People's Temple assassinated U.S. Representative Lee O'Ryan, along with NBC reporter Donald Harris. They had a made-for-TV movie of that, and it really shocked me when they just gunned them down there at the airport. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, well, that was, I guess that was his plan, right? It was like, all right, we're going out in a blaze of glory. We're going to take, a representative to whoever comes with them and then do the Kool-Aid party.
Yeah. 1988 as well, Oliver and Company came out 35 years ago.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I'm aware of the movie.
When I was real little, I may have seen that.
Yeah.
My aunt was always the one shoving those Disney things in the TV when I went and saw her, so I can't remember what she threw in.
Have you ever? I played it before. Pictionary came out in 1985, I believe.
Oh yeah, we used to play that all the time.
Most fun you can have with a pencil. I think they were kind of out of ideals at that point for games. It's like a pencil and pad of paper. Right. November 18th, 1963, Bell Telephone introduced the first electronic push-button phone system with touch tone dialing.
Impressive.
1963. And if you have one of those or a rotary phone nowadays, it's very indestructible. I would say, and in fact, I had when I got my phone activated over there at the apartment up on Main Street in that old building, he said, "Yeah, these things are built sturdy to last and to survive a nuclear blast." I'm like, "Wow, yeah, I'm keeping this thing." The thing of it is, even if you don't have your telephone connected, you can call 911. You can call emergency number out, whether you're connected or not. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here is 1967 TV Guide cover with Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner. It's a little Star Trek.
Look at that cover. So many colors.
So many colors. Yeah, man. That's the way it was in the 60s. And in 1994, I went to see it at the theater, probably opening day. Star Trek Generations premiered 29 years ago, 1994. Star Trek Generations.
Movie. It's a very strange movie.
I believe, isn't that where Captain Kirk dies? He falls to his death.
Yeah, very unceremoniously, yes.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in the way they killed him off. I thought,
but the studio had like 2 or 3 requirements of the people writing it, and one was that Kirk and Picard had to be in the same scenes, so they had to kind of force it in there somehow.
Right?
They did what they
could. Malcolm X came out in 1991. I kind of watched that. I Denzel Washington. I don't know, man. Oh, actually, 1992, 31 years ago. Spike Lee's movie. I just hate that they push the black crap. I'm not pushing white crap, so why push the black crap?
Right.
Representation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, it's
I'm
odd.
like I won't force my beliefs off on you. You don't force yours. Like the Black Lives Matter, which are a bunch of communists. And what's amazing is a bunch of people, white Caucasian people, or I mean, look, man, we're all related in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here was a cool picture that I found of a very dapper looking, dressed up Jack Kirby and Frank Frazetta.
Oh, very nice.
Look how much shorter he is to Frank Frazetta. Frank Frazetta was a fairly tall guy,
Mhm.
at least 6'2", maybe taller. But Kirby, yeah, he was a little bit smaller.
He's a bit of a little feller, but it's all right.
Just a little guy.
Yeah, a little fellow with a big pencil,
With
That's
big
right.
ideas.
big
Yeah.
pennel, and big ideas. That's right.
Look at the big brain on old Kirby.
Hmm.
I guess I had forgotten Steve Lytle died. I don't know, man. I was like, wow, heavenly birthday. What? Shoot, that's a loss. I was reading Steve Lytle. He started out doing like small independent stuff in the early '80s. Was my first exposure to him. Uh, November 18th, 1963, during the unprecedented 28-mile open car motorcade through Tampa, Florida, President Kennedy, for the first time in his presidency, ordered his security detail off the rear bumper of the presidential limousine, calling the protection excessive. Well, he was wrong about that, right? Um,
uh,
November 18th, 1963, NBC's Huntley and Brinkley report aired a 4-minute stories on the Beatles, marking the group's first appearance on American network television.
oh, well.
Uh, Also on November 18th, 1985, Bill Watterson's first Calvin and Hobbes comic strip was published. You remember Calvin and Hobbes?
Oh, yeah, you still have Calvin.
Little boy and little tiger.
I still
Joan
got a
Jett
big
released her second album,
treasury
I
edition
Love
of it.
Rock and Roll, 42 years ago in 1981. And
Wow.
yesterday marked the release of the animated short film out of Walt Disney Studios, Steamboat Willie, 95 years ago in 1928,
Incredible.
which that's public domain now. I've already got a Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels got right on that. 1980 trending scratch and sniff stickers.
I remember those.
I probably had, yeah, one of these. I mean, I've called it. I'd like to do some scratch and sniff stickers. Here's a few examples of the scratch and sniff stickers that came out. I
I
remember,
wonder what the Pilgrim and Indian smell like.
Yeah,
yeah, body sweat, gobble gobble.
and sweating mud.
A Christmas Story premiered 40 years ago in 1983. That
Which
was
I
one that
have
I
it back
never
then.
quite watched on a regular basis. It's okay. I like Gavin McLeod because he was the Night Stalker. Played the father in Christmas Story. My brother loves the Christmas Story.
We
Yeah,
always played Christmas Vacation, not Christmas Story.
the kid who wrote that story in the
Oh
neighborhood
yeah, Christmas
that it's
Vacation
about
is superior.
Yeah.
just a few miles away from me.
Brenda Vacro, 84 today. Well, yesterday actually was her birthday. 84 years old. She was in Midnight Cowboy, Capricorn 1, Airport 77, Supergirl, Columbo, The Fugitive. Got a picture of her with The Fugitive. Once you see, she had a real raspy voice. Once you see her picture here, you'll know who she is.
She was probably a smoker.
Yeah, there she is back in the day.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She was cute. There she is with The Fugitive. But yeah, she had a very raspy voice. I don't know if she was for a, distinctive. Let's put it.
It was all the cigars she smoked.
Yeah.
This is another Mike Barron. We reported on this before, but they actually had pictures. Man, these guys are wired.
Holy moly. Living in Walmart.
Oh, yeah. I saw this one the other day. That's hilarious.
I believe it.
They said they think they've been up there for like about 2 years.
I believe it.
I think we should all adopt that lifestyle. I mean, not the meth, but let's just go live in the attic of a Walmart.
Who knew
You got
Walmart had an attic?
Right beneath it. Morning, Doc.
Good morning,
Who
everybody.
knew Walmart had an attic?
How are you guys?
Oh, doing well.
Good.
Good to see you.
Hex Allen got up to 98 backers, still in demand with Nephilim Squadron, although he's pushed the stop button. Last chance to get last chance to get Nephilim Squadron.
He's gone in a minute.
He's only 2 backers away from 100, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But like you said, or like I said, if you can't find a copy, let me know. It's $75.
Now this
Smoking the Wraith, you're everything that's wrong with the collecting industry.
That's right.
You scalper.
Damn speculator.
I had to stop and look at this picture because it was Steve Perry. I didn't recognize Neil Sedaka, but that's Neil Sedaka there with Steve Perry.
Imagine being Steve Perry for a moment. I was thinking about this yesterday because I watched a documentary or the interview.
Great lead singer for Journey.
You are one of the best singers that has ever walked the planet. You're in a super group.
I agree with that.
And you walk away from it, and then you wait entirely too long to come back.
Yeah.
Well, his voice is gone, Doc. He had voice box problems or whatever.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I've heard his new stuff that he just released. He's still better than most singers out there. He doesn't have the power or
I didn't
the
realize
range.
he was singing at all.
Yeah, he's got new material out, and but
he got replaced by the little Bolivian guy or whatever.
Yeah, he just simply waited too long to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was writer Alan Moore's birthday. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, that lunatic.
Crazy Alan Moore.
I love the revelation he had about V for Vendetta. Like he realized he was writing it the other way. Like,
yes,
it's hilarious because I like that book. I love that book. It's great.
Yeah.
Apparently the PVC figures are still coming out, so I've got hopes. Lou got his. Huh?
So I told your ex.
Well, you'll tell me when
I'll tell you when to panic. That's right.
That's right. I'm not panicked. I know one way or the other I'll get one. This was a pretty neat art piece to commemorate Alan Moore's birthday.
It's about what goes on in his head.
That's kind of wild. Yeah, it's got a brain or something above it with eyeballs.
He's a case of a truly gifted writer whose brain doesn't work quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to this morning already, Doc?
Absolutely nothing. I worked so late last night that I have literally, I got up early, but I've been literally a zombie all morning.
Jack Kirby, I don't know if this was ever released. This is probably unpublished. Giant Size Conan Barbarian. I'd have to look that one up.
Oh, wow.
It's not many Conan pieces that you see out of Jack Kirby.
No, not really.
How about a team up between Conan and Big Barda from DC Comics? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
Just let them go on a rampage, through an
They make
army.
big babies, that's for sure.
How about Conan and Big Barda versus Asgard? Make it happen.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
Putting too much on Conan's shoulders there. He's just a man with a sword. That's it. At the end of the day, that's what he is.
One shot from Thor and Conan's a goner star, dude.
I had forgotten, Joan Collins was also in a sort of a B movie, Empire of the Ants. That's a good one.
I feel like that was a drive-by cultural attack that Rex just did.
What was that?
Yeah, he didn't even stop to talk about it.
No, he just fired his shots and moved on.
Yep. Typical hood rat.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. How you gonna just attack Asgard that way and just move on?
Oh, Doc. Okay, you want some more Kirby Conan? I'll give you some more Kirby Conan. There you go. Square knees and everything.
Jeez.
Now he's criticizing Kirby. Look at this. Oh,
Where's the line?
All right, you boners, cut it out.
Rex, what's gotten into you this morning?
It's awfully rowdy.
I got up, Doc.
Yeah.
I got up.
He's a bit feisty.
Yeah. He needs Jesus.
what did poor Jack do for you to turn on him?
Right.
November 17th was the Star Wars Holiday Special, anniversary from 1978. That was the thing that introduced Boba Fett.
I've never seen that.
No, it's not.
You never?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're right.
Yep. I hear it is. I don't know. I've never seen it though.
The animated Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a picture of it right there.
He ends up riding some dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Shooting at it with tuning forks.
Yeah.
What is it, Master Luke?
That predicted his death.
But yeah, I would love to see that. I think it was only shown once.
George Lucas killed him in Return of the Jedi because everyone loved him more than they should have. So he's like, fine, I'm going to kill him.
Oh, and I believe Carrie's here. There you go, Carrie. Here's your Harley Quinn.
Oi, Carrie.
She was supposed to cosplay, never did.
Ahoy, Carrie.
I'm thinking Carrie's here. Yeah, Carrie was here. Yeah, Carrie's here. Of course she is.
Rex, what did you set the coffee at back here, backstage?
Hot.
Where is it?
I make one cup at a time.
It's the only green room you go into that's literally green walls, green leather couch, and nothing. No snacks, no food, no coffee, nothing.
Just green shag carpet.
Just green.
I had forgotten this is a cover by Don Perlin and Anderson on the inks. I had forgotten that the Beast in the Defenders had a puppy called Sassafras.
Ooh, Sassafras.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know, Shadowhawk, you might not be able to see that, but he's holding a little puppy, the Beast,
It's
right there.
Yeah.
Very
What
small.
was the
Oh yeah, I see him.
what was the love affair that they had with that particular hairstyle that Wolverine and Beast both wore, like moosed?
I don't know, but it worked well, especially when George Perez drew it. Just saying.
No, it's not mousse. It's the grease stuff. They put the greaser hair. The greaser juice.
Well, I saw a Mad
That
magazine.
haircut sold a lot of comic stock.
Yeah, they showed it was either in Wizard or Mad magazine back in the 90s. How do you keep your hair that way, Logan? And shows him go, he spits in his hands and rubs the snot in there.
Yeah. Nice.
One way to do it.
me.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Conscience. Just say conscience. Do you see this posting of this cloud on Twitter, guys. You guys deserve this today. I don't know. Do they? Yeah, maybe.
Rex's choppy ass theater.
Oh,
Oh, sometimes it's just a cloud, Rex.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not real. That's not really God talking to you.
Yeah, don't
you
take it
keep
personal.
you keep telling yourself that, Doc.
Sometimes it's just a cloud.
Sometimes it's just a cloud.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah. Thanks for getting my reference, Shadowhawk.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants them.
That's right. I just happen to have this gallon-sized baggie in my pocket.
Oh, what a! Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Full of kumquats, I'm
That's
sure.
good stuff. Yeah.
No one eats kumquats.
Yeah, you don't need kumquats.
Wonder how many times he's thought about that since and gone, damn, that was a major mistake, wasn't it?
I doubt it. I doubt he gave it a second thought. He was probably like
Yeah,
me.
that's
Shadowhawk
true,
just
too.
went on to the next thing. Another great Avengers Perez cover with the Beast.
Oh,
Everybody.
yeah. Well, more importantly than the Beast is, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Wonder Man, Iron Man.
It was just, let's face it, Doc, that was one of the best
They were
times
just
in
the Beast
Avengers
backup.
history.
It was a great lineup. Great lineup.
Great lineup. I loved Hellcat in the Avengers. She
Yes.
was a great addition.
Did they ever explain the origin of her battle suit? It just knew how to fight. All she had to do was put it on. And
Lame.
what was the origin?
Well, I mean, the Hellcat is Patsy Walker that used to be a romance, comic.
Yes, I know.
And she inherited the suit from the Cat, which was a little bit different in style. It had like a blue claw on her cleavage, as an emblem. Hellcat never had that.
Right.
The hat was a little bit different. I mean, they were kind of retooled it.
Yes.
I think she did have the claws that would shoot out, where she could swing by her fingertip.
Yeah, but what was the origin of this? Who made the tech?
It was probably, was it Roxanne Oil or something? Probably
Roxanne.
connected. Roxanne.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what.
I'm not sure, but it was probably
Would have been
Roxanne.
like AIM back in the day. What was that? Advanced Idea Mechanics or
Bruce Lee programmed.
Here's another one.
There you go.
Here's another great one, Doc, with them going up against Ultron.
Yeah. Now, is that the one that was in the middle of the Korvac saga where they go in the church?
Hey, good stuff.
Howdy, good stuff. Yeah.
Ahoy, good stuff.
No, I think this is earlier. I think this is actually based on a Marvel novel where
it is earlier. I see the Wonder Man costume gives it away.
Yeah, the way it's 162. So Korvac saga was in the 170s and stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe the way they stopped him, it was actually I'd first read the story in a novel form. Been thinking about you writing your novel today that you're working on. Hey, good stuff. And they eventually adapted it into a comic. I believe they stopped Ultron by pouring some liquefied adamantium on top of it. Adamantium, the only has to remain a constant temperature, and in liquid state, if it ever hardens, you can never melt it again or break it or,
Well, how do they melt it in the first place?
Huh?
How do they melt it in the first place?
Exactly.
I don't know.
So you can melt it.
Logic, I say throw it in the sun and retrieve it.
I remember they defeated Ultron in the Korvac saga when he showed up. The Scarlet Witch just hexed him where she just decided, no, your adamantium is not indestructible.
I might have quit the Avengers that the Beast disappeared, but he survived in the lineup along with Hellcat and some others in this 151. I only started in 147, Doc, with the Avengers. So this is probably the first time I saw Avengers Assemble, unless it was on an interior page, Jack Kirby. I was always disappointed with these Jack Kirby covers because I wanted to see more George Perez covers, but I got to look back on it in nostalgia now and say, yeah, if there's somebody that could co-op that little upstart, it would have to be Jack Kirby. We'll allow that. Check out Alan Moore there. He looks like a deranged Beatle member, doesn't he?
He looks like someone who might offer you a peyote root in the desert as he tells you all about his master plan.
Yeah, yeah. You could be correct, sir. Have you ever seen the Judas Project? I'm just asking, Doc.
I don't remember.
Okay. Came out in 1990. It's a Christian movie.
I don't remember if I saw it or not, Rex.
We watched a little bit of it yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, not last year. Spoken right, but last Sunday.
About the first half.
Here's a cool Golden Age cover: The Turtle Men of Space.
That's what more could you possibly want out of a comic?
Exactly. It looks like fun, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun. That's all I want out of comics.
I want a good read, I want good art, and I want you to shut up about your personal stuff.
Amen.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. I don't care which side you fall on. I don't want to hear about it.
Speaking of great work, Doc, man, amazing. Pride of Blood and Mud is fantastic. Great first time effort, man. Incredible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, and I started reading mine today. I was going to ask Shadowhawk, would you like, if I will finish it after this, you want to do a review over on your channel? Talk about it later today?
Oh, I don't know what I got going on today, Rex. Wife is home and stuff. So.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, it's kind of last minute, man. If I'd have known ahead of time, I could have planned for it. But,
Yeah. Wow. Well, I know we had talked about, doing some stuff over on your channel, and we can set that up for later. I just thought it'd be in the weekend. Might have been convenient for you. Here's one of those vintage gray tone covers that Jack Adler worked on. Love that Strange Adventures 110, I believe it is, or 118, something like that.
The Hand from Beyond.
From Beyond, right? Yeah.
It kind of makes me, like the Thing Adams from the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
Thing, where do you end? Hey, Fanta.
What was in that box?
Yeah.
There's your Hellcat and Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the costume had some changes from when it was the cat. Actually, we were talking about this, Doc. This is a Gil Kane cover. We were talking about the cat was actually later became another Avenger called Tigera in West Coast Avengers.
Yep.
Do you
remember on that cat motif? Do you remember Black Cat from the Justice Society? Hello.
You're
the guy?
Well, you're saying Justice. That Black Cat was the one in love with Peter Parker, right?
No, the DC.
No.
DC Black Cat.
Black Cat was the dude, wasn't he?
He had a cat costume, but he wore.
That was Wildcat. Wildcat. He was a boxer.
Wildcat. Yeah. That is a character in desperate need of a revamping, a rebooting.
Why?
Because The design is amazing, and there is so much potential for story there. I need that character in my stable.
Yeah.
I guess I could see it, maybe.
I guess. I mean, he's held up for nearly 80 years, but unfortunately, Doc said he needs a redesign. So there you go.
Would you enhance his powers in any way, Doc, or would you just kind of
no. Take him back to his roots. And just
he never had powers. He was just a fighter, a brawler.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Take him back to his roots. Give him a slightly more contemporary look, like this. My character, Tomcat.
Rex, there you go. Supposed to be.
I'm just waiting for him to bring it up.
It's up.
When he brings it up, I'll feed
It's up.
Hey, Van.
All I see is ours.
Okay. Let me look at this, Doc.
Oh, yeah, there you
go. You got this, and Find My Comics got Calico. That kind of looks like the Calico character as well, except with the coloring.
Well,
I mean, those Golden Age heroes can always be upgraded to look more badass, right?
Well, in fairness, that's my take on him. If I were to get my hands on Wildcat, I would keep the original costume as is. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fanta, that's awesome. I can't wait to see it. And I hope you enjoy it.
Speaking of Tigra, here's one of her covers that she was on.
I don't like the Tigra character design.
Yeah.
No?
You either got to get rid of the bikini completely and just, leave out certain anatomical landmarks.
What? Okay. All right. Doc going ballistic
Doc
again.
Is going straight nature.
I'm telling you, straight nature.
Think about it. Think about it. She's in that iteration. She's basically a cat in humanoid form. You don't need the bikini.
She's a werecat. So,
yeah, you don't need the bikini. She's inboxing. Shut up, good stuff.
But yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, she really doesn't need bikini, I guess.
And visually, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
It always worked for me, Doc. So whatever.
Yeah.
Too
worked for me when I was 10, Doc. I can tell you.
Yeah, but you think Pollock is an actual artist, so your opinion doesn't matter.
Wow, you wait till I do my review on. I'm going to be brutal with you guys.
Hey, you could accidentally kick him, Rex. That's fine.
Brutal with a capital B. No, I'm above said things of doing that.
Yeah, right.
I would never.
That's right.
I'm going to go make some more coffee. I'll be right back.
It's Sunday. I'm trying to be a little bit better than I usually am. Yesterday was hockey's last day in America, so we had to deport him back to Australia. But, Dan Pleagle has got his Batman.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Dan Pleagle and hockey, drinking it up. He's got his Batman shirt on.
Send him home with a hangover.
I like the dartboard behind Pleagle. That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks like electronic. They've got a pool table back there too. It looks like they had a lot of fun. Look at that Raiders flag there.
Hello, Neum. Neum?
Got some Raiders fans.
Not sure how to pronounce that one.
Yeah. Hello. Were you over on Apex this last night? Apex channel, maybe? Anyway.
Anywho.
It was anyway. November 17th, 1990 on CBS was Pee Wee's Playhouse aired its last episode 33 years ago. All Dogs Go to Heaven 34 years ago. Came out in 1989.
We know that's not true.
I remember All Dogs Go to Heaven. My kids like that. Eddie Murphy's Harlem Nights with Richard Pryor came out in 1989.
Great movie. One of the best ever.
And here from 1978 are some pictures of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Hail, Timothy.
What's up, Timothy?
Long,
Timothy?
long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Like baby Chewbacca. Maybe we should have a baby Chewbacca with a baby Yoda. Just saying.
There you go.
Hmm.
And you can get a little toddler Han Solo and Luke.
Let's milk that cow till it's dry.
Wow, Chewbacca.
That cow's dead in the ditch. That cow's dead in the ditch.
It's been dead. It's rotting. It's rotting.
That's Maud Adams there, right?
Yeah, that's Maud.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Looking good.
For a man.
For a man, right.
Yeah, Maud was kind of an ugly dude.
Was she a golden girl? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, Timothy.
Yeah, she was the male lead.
Mm.
Yes.
I always forget about that male lead.
Where
She was the man of the house.
There you go. Here's some steals from that holiday special, the animated, that introduced Boba Fett, the bounty hunter. It has sort of like a heavy metal feel to it. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, collectors would buy this if they released it. I don't know why they don't release it.
You can get it somewhere. Ethan's got a copy of it.
It's kind of like Wizards, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Sort of a Wizards feel to it.
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Cheers,
There
boys.
you go.
Cheers, boys. The long, slow climb.
Oh, that's right. Darn it. I was just asking if you were over there last night. There was a lot of people over there. Nephilim Squadron closed out, but it's still in demand. It's is
that Sweet Caroline?
It is Sweet Caroline.
Hello, Caroline. Good to see you, love.
Hex Allen's Nephilim Squadron, 98 backers. He's ended it, but it's still in demand. $4,756.
Get in there quick, people. Get about 200.
Timothy, there is funny you should ask that in the chat. I am going to do a limited run roast from Safe House Coffee Roasters of coffee for the next campaign.
Hello, Caroline. Awesome,
Happy
guy.
Feet was another one that came out. I actually have a copy of that, believe it or not.
Happy Feet.
Happy Feet.
Yes, but it's been culturally appropriated. Now it's going to be a chicken in the Arctic.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Robin Williams was actually a voice in that movie. Robin Williams. Came out in 2006, 17 years ago.
I don't remember watching it very much. So.
Salem's Lot came on TV. Made for TV movie. Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
That's
Scary.
great makeup.
That was a scary ass movie.
Scary, yeah.
Scary movie.
You know that was based on Nosferatu, right? The makeup.
Looked like it.
It had to be. Yeah.
Hey,
again,
Fanta.
the little boy knocking on the window. That all-time scariest scene in anything ever to me.
Yeah.
On November 17, 1968, NBC angered viewers by infamously cutting away from the final minutes of the Jets Raiders game to begin broadcasting the TV movie Heidi. The Raiders came from behind to beat the Jets 43 to 32.
Oh, wow.
That was a no-no. Casino Royale came out 17 years ago.
I had high hopes.
Prancer came out 34 years ago. That in 1989.
He did another drive-by, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
I had high hopes.
Yeah, I frequently do that. To move it along, Justice League premiered 22 years ago in 2001 on Cartoon Network. Rugrats in Paris, the movie came out.
See, nobody gives a shit about Rugrats. You could have used that time to talk about 007.
Okay, yep. GoldenEye came out in 1995 with Pierce Brosnan nationwide.
Great
28
movie.
years ago.
Yeah,
November 17, 1973, Richard M. Nixon insisted to the nation he was not a crook. I am not a crook.
That was well done. Whoever did that, that was good.
Yeah. You remember Rankin and Bass, the mouse on the Mayflower? It's the anniversary of it coming out. The mouse on the Mayflower. I believe I've seen that.
But would the mouse really be a pilgrim?
He's the one that carried over the plague.
Yeah, it's a plague rat. Kill him. Kill him.
Plague rat. Hey, that would be a good name for a comic. Plague rat.
And here we go.
Yeah, it came out in 1968, so that's an older Rankin Bass animated thing. The Grinch That Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey came out 23 years ago in the year 2000.
Yeah.
1977, Steel by the Commodores reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 90 years ago, the Marx Brothers came out with Duck Soup in 1933. One of the early talkie comedies, Duck Soup. Probably what they're most known for. Can you believe 90 years ago? Wow. And then November 17, 1981, on General Hospital, Luke and Laura got married on a television audience. I watched it. 30 million people watched that.
Why the hell would you?
And in 1970, because it was big, you know, I was home. I don't know. Anyway, in 1973, Schoolhouse Rock started.
Hell yeah.
Now you took it.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Working up words and
Oh.
phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, how's that
Think so.
function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction, junction, what's
This show
that
is single-handedly
function?
responsible for why our generation is smarter than the current generation.
Hell yeah, I'm just a bill.
On
And I'm
Capitol
sitting here
Hill.
on Capitol Hill.
Sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R. When you have a choice like this or that.
And he unpacked his adjectives.
So many comics start their sentences with the conjunction but. Well, that's the way people speak, but it's incorrect.
Bread and butter, peas and
Yep.
rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or two. He's
Oh, that's politically incorrect. You can't show that. That's misogyny. You can't show that.
What's your
Can hear.
function?
Hooking up 2 cards to 1 when you say something like this. Choice. Either now or later. Or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
Eat this or that. grow thin
That's
or
exactly
fat. Never
right.
mind, I wouldn't do that. I'm fat enough now.
Conjunction,
Super catchy.
junction, what's your function?
Neither nor, either or. Remember that, writers.
Out of the frying pan
And a thing is
into
not
the fire.
different to, a thing is different
Sandbag,
from.
the balloon wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the seas. You should always say thank you or at least say please.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Working up words and phrases.
Great
Good
lessons
stuff.
for kids, Doc. You know,
Good stuff. I remember watching those.
and they were educational. What can I say?
My father had a master's degree in education administration. My mother was a teacher. Grammar, you didn't violate it in our home. I mean, you may as well have just taken a dump on the living room floor in front of company than to commit a grammar no-no.
Timothy.
Yeah, but that's where you learn how to speak properly. That's a good thing.
Yes,
And it's catchy. I still remember those songs to this day.
absolutely.
Oh, I do too. You know,
And he unpacked his adjectives.
what was the one about cheese?
But you're getting something else confused. You're talking about
No,
time
I'm
for
not. No, I'm not. No, there was one on cheese with a rat. Or
I don't remember that.
I'll think of it. It'll pop into my head. Yeah, but I'm just a Bill, and I'm only a Bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Actually, you can get the Schoolhouse Rock. You can get all those on disc if you want. If you want to have copies.
And you know what? If you love your kids and they're just learning right now, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, get them.
I got a VHS copy. It's only $35.
There you go. That's it. Good, Fanta. Good for you. Don't let up. English is a dying language.
Yeah.
I know it's taboo to talk about this movie nowadays, but The Little Mermaid premiered 34 years ago in 1989.
Great movie. The last
1981. What do you think,
animated.
McDonald's? What do you think,
We're just going to do another
McDonald's?
drive-by on that one. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Oh, the McRib.
1981, the McRib came out, which is trash meat. Just saying.
Hey, it's delicious.
It is delicious. It is delicious.
I can't say I've ever had the pleasure.
Toxic crap. Yeah.
But again, Rex, you and I and Shadowhawk also, we're from the generation. We don't care what's in it. How does it taste? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Harry Potter came out 22 years ago in the movies. Not in the movies. I know Fanta's a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah. It was all right. The movies were
to this day, I think I've watched the first Harry Potter movie once. All the rest of them, never seen them. Don't care. Sorry.
I don't know. Look, it's little British children headed off to a private school. What more do you want?
Right.
That's right.
Paul McCartney released Wonderful Christmas Time 44 years ago in 1979.
Fanta says, y'all are just passengers on the Rex ADD train.
Yeah, it's a train.
So right, Fanta.
Yeah. Well,
that may be the best summary of this show ever. Rex, why are you not on camera? Calling you out.
Because I'm not on camera.
Be right back.
I was on camera earlier, wasn't I, Smoking Right?
Briefly.
Showing, listen to you.
Briefly, are you sitting around in your briefs?
No, I'm not sitting around in my briefs. It's far too cold for that, Doc.
Cigarette? No.
I was thinking about your cigarette smoking today as well, Doc. You were on my mind, your novel you were writing, and I was like, he's rolling his own cigarettes.
like a true
Whatever
artist.
happened to those brown things that you used to smoke, Doc? Are you not
Well,
buying them anymore?
What, clovers?
I love you
no,
too,
it
fam.
was those Cheyennes, and they were killing me. The wrapper on them is nothing but paper,
Yeah.
Right.
so it's just
Like
it was too rough on my throat.
yeah.
So, but the reason I smoked them was because they're really cheap, and once you got used to them, you really liked them. So the alternative economically was to begin making your own. So you don't roll them. There's a machine. And you make your own cigarettes.
B Rose, Black Rose Comics will be joining us on the 4 o'clock shadow to talk about his Cerebrum comic that is now fulfilling. This is a picture of the box, wonderful looking printed box that all the stuff comes in. Man, one of the nicest looking boxes I've seen, you know.
I wish I
Very
could
nice.
afford something like that.
Oh, I know. I've gotten like the warts and all sort of box sleeve. I've gotten Charlie London's box, the first
Yeah.
one. Don't have very many boxes, you know, because a high steer, you know. It's expensive, Doc.
It is.
It's expensive. I wish in that Kreger hadn't opened up the box because it says welcome to Cerebrum on it, but the outside of the box it looks better than the inside of the box, in my opinion. I mean, it's all nice, but
here's what I
that
know.
little keypad and everything, very, very nicely designed.
If we were rich men, Rex, we'd still be making product. We'd just be cranking it out, and it would be all the coolest shit you could imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, if money was no object, we'd be. And one of these days, money will be no object, Doc. I have no doubt. So
yeah, but when we get to heaven, is anybody going to want my comic books in heaven?
No, they're not.
See,
especially with some of your content, beaten and raped, and I had my good friend. He was like,
Genesis had the first murder in it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Cain versus Abel.
David set a man up to die so he could snag his wife. Come on.
Is it true?
Yeah, that was David, and to get
those little pagan hoes went and banged your dad while he was drunk.
Yeah, and then God said, "David is a man after my own heart."
Yeah, I mean, his son Absalom killed his brother while he was peeing. Yeah. Can't even take a bathroom break without getting shanked in the back. Oh, well.
Timothy says he'd have a book signing in purgatory. I like it.
Sounds right.
I think we're in purgatory right now, Timothy. What if the Catholics were right, right? What if the world ended in the year 2000 and we've just been living in purgatory ever since? It would explain everything, wouldn't it?
Was the Catholic Church saying that we were going to do the Y2K thing and end?
No, about purgatory, Rex. Purgatory.
Or purgatory? Okay.
About purgatory.
It feels like purgatory with old Puddinhead in office.
That's what I'm saying.
Feels like hell, actually. Every time I go to the grocery store.
I had a California.
I can't help but think of our beloved president,
Got a California frenemy
Puddinhead?
who responded to a post I made about how much Land O'Lakes butter costs now with no Indian on the cover. But at least
I gave up on Land O'Lakes a long time.
You don't have to feel guilty for appropriation anymore, even though it's $7 for that thing of butter.
I can get 8 sticks for the same price.
And she said, "I live in the terrible state of California, and it's only $5 here." I said, "Yeah, it was $2 before your boy got into office."
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. The excuses they try and make for somebody that doesn't deserve your time of day because he's such a horrible guy in real life, one of these days, all that's going to be replayed,
my little California person was extolling the virtues of her state in California. And I got tired of arguing with her. And then another buddy of mine who lives in SoCal jumped in. He said, I don't know what you're smoking, but it ain't like that here.
Well,
how's your friend Charles doing, Doc? Your super collector friend Charles.
He's good. He's good. Just talked to him yesterday. He picked up 2 kind of rare Neil Adams Batman comics yesterday.
Cool.
Called to show them to me.
That's cool. It's nice to share.
He's in that lovely position where this is a very large and successful LCS that he works at.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically runs it for the owner. And whenever they buy a collection, he has to price out the books, but he also gets to shop the first one through the long boxes. He gets to pick what he wants. That's got to be cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Timothy Olsen, you're talking nonsense.
It's more likely than Harry Potter being good.
This is true.
It's literally the Star Wars plot with Lord of the Rings lore. That's what
they all start the same way.
I mean, it's a little orphan boy who goes to live with the aunt and uncle, and then a mysterious stranger shows up, tried to teach him stuff. He and the whole thing.
Yes.
Blah,
It's
blah,
the hero's journey. It's the hero's journey.
Yeah.
Having said that, it's little British kids. Okay, I like little British kids.
Well, I can't stand those accents.
Oliver, please, sir, may I have some more?
Yeah, exactly. Every time I hear British, that's what I think. May I have another? 1 lump of tea, not 2.
BFG was really good.
Please, sir, may I please
The Big Friendly
have some
Giant.
more?
That was a fantastic movie. That's where I got my term for vegetables.
Vegetables. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Vegetables. Okay.
But it's talking the way I talk.
Some potatoes and mash.
There you go, Rick. I got something to show Doc real quick. I don't know if you saw this on Instagram or not, Doc. Let's see.
I don't have Instagram, so
Whoops, I removed him.
Then you
Wrong number.
I'll check that out.
Ooh.
There you
All right, I'll send you 2 more.
go.
Who'd you steal
I need a
that
couple
from?
horizontals.
I can do that.
Okay. Between you and Brandon Diaz, the baby's almost full.
I'll send you a couple
Dog,
more.
didn't you have one for?
I've still got to send you this 8x10, so I'll send you a couple of horizontals for that.
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds good.
I haven't forgotten. Just waiting on. So, like here locally, by the way, Pariah has been selling pretty well. So I'll get some money for that. Not this week, coming week, but the next week, and I'll ship out. Timothy,
Excellent.
shut up.
What do you got? A local shop selling copies for you, Doc? Or
No, my Facebook crowd of art collectors that crowd has climbed out of the woodwork, but so have my old military buddies. I don't know you were doing this, Doc. I need some of that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, very cool. Hell yeah.
By the way, I haven't even looked yet, but Anthony told me the store on the website has been updated. I'll pull that up and share it, and we'll take a look together if that's okay with Rex.
Or I've got the link. I could just bring it up.
Okay.
All right, Timothy.
You can't end your sentence in a preposition. It's not grammatically correct.
Conjunction, junction.
That, however, has gradually become more and more acceptable.
That's the norm now, it seems like.
Yeah, it's
becoming,
like... Well, it's actually becoming like the Oxford Rules of Composition is allowing it now.
Well, it's like you said, English is a dying language.
Yeah, I don't mind organic growth through a language, but I despise like intelligent people like Dirk Kennefeld, who's the best naval historian on the internet. And he will say, Well, this one was different to the others. No, it wasn't. It was different from the others.
Right.
Well,
It's not different to. What the hell?
No, it doesn't even sound right.
No.
Because it's not.
That, Rex, hysterical story, real true story from when I'm counseling. I'm doing group therapy, got a bunch of felons. And I come in to do group one day, and this young lady says, Mr. Blaylock, I seen you downtown. I said,
Oh,
surely
God.
you saw me downtown. She said, what?
yeah.
What? That don't even seem right. I said, you mean doesn't seem right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Blaylock, you don't know what you're talking about.
Me and Rex.
And don't call me Shirley.
That happens a lot around here.
Yeah, you know.
I
Doesn't
That's when
synced it. I synced it. I swear, I synced it.
I synced it with my own eyes.
I
They-
just
they
feel
combine
like,
saw and
just feel like it's time to,
I
for
just say
lethal
people like you-
injection,
people like you are the reason the South gets made fun of.
drive me nuts. Become a dark sider. Ooh, the dark side.
No.
No.
Well, that's not my store.
Oh, your store. Okay.
The store on this website, yes.
Am I subscribing? Is that going to cost me something if I subscribe to Dark?
The secret 99-cent charge. Don't worry about it.
No, Rex. No.
Right. I thought you wanted his, not yours, Doc. Excuse
What?
me.
The store is on that website, Rex.
Am I going to have to find it again, Doc? I was right there.
I didn't say leave it. Did anybody hear me say, hey, Rex, that's the wrong place?
God, why hast thou forsaken me? Oh, my God.
Poor Rex.
Doc. You know, when you get up to heaven, God's going to say that. Doc.
You
Doc.
will be judged. Remember.
You will be judged.
Right
Right.
up.
I know. I got it.
Shuttlehawk, you don't have the echo right now. You're good. All right, click on the
I
red
was
bar.
muted. I was muted right there. So.
Oh, there's
Click
shop.
on what?
Shop. Let's see what
Shop?
that does.
Okay.
Pardon me. Hello, TJ. Welcome.
Hey, TJ.
Well, nothing's coming up, Doc. Wait a minute.
You actually have to scroll down, Rex.
It's spooling around and around and around. It'll take a second. What to load
Scrolling. Who ever heard of such a thing?
Good question.
there. When
Jeez,
it
Rex.
stops spinning around,
I'll pull
wheels
it
and-
up. Jeez.
you pull it up. You're going to crash my system, Doc. Check us out today on the 4 o'clock shadow. As I said, B Rose will be on from Black Rose Comics. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Is it B Rose or is it Bros?
It's B Rose.
It's spelled like Bros.
Yes.
All right, Rex.
Very
here we go.
clever. Hey,
His
TJ.
actual name is God. I can't even pronounce it properly. We'll talk about that later.
All right, Rex. There
But
we
it's
are.
for Black Rose Comics. That's his company.
Let me know when you're sharing. All right.
It's up there.
This is my first time looking, so there's the Jim O'Reilly cover, the Luke Stone cover. No cover A's right now because we're going to be offering those on the Second Chance campaign.
Oh, I'm glad I got a cover A then.
I
The
got them
Elizabeth
all.
Payne Black Tapestry, the trading cards, the Golem print.
Now, did you just go by the Golem tapestry real quick?
There it is right there.
How much is that thing? $30?
$30.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then the
Is that cheaper than on the campaign or higher?
no, everything's always cheaper on the campaign for the backers.
Yeah, I got it. So it's a little bit higher on here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they
And if you
were
got it on
25
campaign.
initially.
Which
Well,
is
if
a
I
great
remember
price
correctly.
for a tapestry. $25. That's a great price.
I don't
Because those things are going to last a lifetime.
I don't
Yeah,
see
they're
the
generally
mugs.
indestructible as long as you
I
don't
don't
set them
see
on
any
fire.
mugs either, brother.
I don't see the mugs, Anthony Romano.
You're gonna have to
Are they sold
lower the
out?
hammer, man.
No, they are not sold out. I have them here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you still have the white ones there.
Now, see, when you got things in different locations, I've experienced this with my eBay thing, doing it with Elsie. It's like I may have an item here and he has one there, and we have to wind up shipping it double, double shipping, and
Yes,
losing out.
Fancy, you can order a Pariah mug. I still have some white and black.
Which are rare, or did you have the same amount printed up of both?
We printed the same amount of each, but we sold more of the black than we did the white.
The black. I don't think you sold any of the white, did you?
I sense a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people really like the black mug. I prefer the white one. You can see the logo better.
I'm sure you do, Doc.
Okay, Shadow Hawk doesn't want to do it.
What's up, Rex?
I was saying you don't want to do a review, but I'm going to be brutal with Pariah Blood Mud.
All right.
But yeah, it's looking good, Doc. I started reading it right before the broadcast today, so I've only a page or two in, but it's flowing good.
My question is this,
and thank you for the shout out in it, by the way.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I might have not even noticed that had you not pointed it out to me.
You are you guys readers? Do you read?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read? So if you got a copy of the novel, the novella of A Damn Dirty Thing, would you actually read it?
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would. Yeah. Hell yeah. I was thinking about your novel today and your smoking and your whatever today.
How do those link together?
You were I don't know, but you were on my heart today, Doc. That's what Christians say. You were on my heart today. God bless you.
Well, God bless you as well, my friend. That made me want a cigarette.
And after I read Pariah Blood Mud, you'll probably be in my
All right,
thoughts.
Doc, I got a question for you, man. When are you going to do that Tapestry Justice and get a blacklight back there?
Unfortunately, I don't think I have any more outlets.
Oh, no.
I've got a lot of stuff. It doesn't look like it, but I got a lot of stuff. I've got a dryer fan, a heater, 2 CF 5000 daylight simulating bulbs, and some other gear plugged up over there. This outlet over here is dead from the tornado, and all my computer stuff is plugged up over here. I got no more outlets.
Dead from the tornado. Wait a minute. That can easily be fixed, I would think.
You would think that, but that requires money.
Yeah. That's
when I get my vacation and I'm on my way to see Rex, I'll stop by the house and we'll wire up a couple outlets for you.
Wow, he's going to go all the way out of your way. That's kind of
make it a road trip, man. Let's do this thing.
Believe me, I've got some dead outlets in my house too, and they've been dead ever since I've lived here. Everything's inconveniently placed.
I'm going to end up in Rex's freaking basement with the shower door.
Yes.
You can't leave yet, Shadow. I need another outlet.
That's right. Yes.
Well, Fanta, the mugs have the giant. Here's the other one. So you can see this one, no problem.
Oh, both are great. Yeah. Both are
great.
Yeah,
the black one probably disappears from Fanta's view altogether.
Yeah, this was the prototype.
So there is a difference in the lettering there. There you go. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, it's the same lettering style.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Pay attention
smaller
to the
lettering.
Pay attention to the A. See the A?
Yeah, I see a big difference in those.
You do. Well, since there is none, you're seeing things.
Yeah. Okay, it just says Pariah Saga.
Right.
Okay.
Typically,
what constitutes a saga? And that's
grand,
a question for everybody
grand in scale. Grand in scale.
Yeah. What do you think, Smoking Wraith? You've read some sagas. You're a big Tolkien fan. That was definitely a saga.
I suppose.
Or a quest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's kind of like like Doc said, I'm breath scale. The what are the stakes? You know, is it how huge are the stakes in the
a long involved story, a long story of heroic achievement, especially blah blah blah. From medieval prose narrative in Old Norse or Old Icelandic. Excuse me. Some synonyms: epic, chronicle.
Think Elric, the White Wolf. You know, that's a saga. Stuff like that.
And you guys, if I knew how much
Beowulf.
were,
I mean, not Beowulf, Beowulf.
Beowulf.
Yeah, Beowulf, yes. I always think of Jerry Bingham. Jerry Bingham did the graphic novel in the 80s. I believe I still have that one. He's from Arkansas. Just saying. One of the few comic professionals that are from Arkansas. Maybe the only one from Arkansas, besides myself. And the Allegiance brothers, you know, the Allegiance comics with Red Rooster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Norris Saga.
Oh, the Bright Legends.
Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves, yeah. And then,
you see they're making a Bass Reeves TV show. I wonder if they're getting anything.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They're making a Bass Reeves
I hope
TV
they
show,
do it justice. I hope they do it justice.
Huh. TJ says
Great
me
story.
on Hinge channel is a saga.
Oh, there you go.
You
Yeah,
and
Bass
everybody
Reeves.
else, Fanta. You and everyone else.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, Santa likes the black ones. It's official.
Oh God. Low hanging fruit. As low as a kumquat. Just saying.
Hey, nobody wants them.
You're following in the you're going down the dark side, more territory. I'm telling you. you're following the Smillers of the universe.
Not your father.
No, not your father. Nor do I wish to be. Oh man.
I mean, Vader did have a rather lucrative back child support offer to Luke. You know.
Yeah.
Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yeah, it doubled as his inheritance.
Yeah, so I mean,
It's not too shabby, right? Ruling the galaxy. All right, now okay.
Yeah. That's where I would have failed the rebellion. I've
got a question for Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk, do you know if B Rose has a channel on YouTube?
Yes, he does.
He does. Okay, I'll probably subscribe, but
yeah, look under Black Rose Comics.
Okay, that's comics with an X, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No, regular comics. I see it.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and jump on over to the draw stream.
Oh, gonna stream over us. Well, I give up. Okay, keep collecting. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, don't do that.
I'm so butthurt right now. I may not speak for the next few days.
Love to all. Peace out.
We'll pray for you.
Yeah. Somebody needs to pray for me. Damn it. Oh,
going on today, Rick?
I'm trying to be good, but you know, some people. Oh, me.
Wow.
Made you snort. All right, bring up that wonderful bean footage if we ever want to get to it, Smoking Wraith.
Yep, doing it now.
I thought you forgot about it.
No, I've not forgotten about it. We're going to pick it up where we left off last time, where Jesus is sitting by himself. This is the actor that plays Jesus. Basically, the premise of this story is, what if Jesus arrived today, which would, when the movie was made in 1990. So, yeah, in present day, how would he be received? So, pretty neat premise for a movie.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and roll that bean footage. We got a ways to go on this thing.
A little bit.
Crank up that volume.
Already is.
Okay. They're fly fishing, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
I've got a whole fly fishing kit that I bought. Never used it, but it's good if I ever need it.
Yeah, you got to kind of practice with those things.
Oh, yeah, you do. That's why I've never used it.
Jesse, hey,
Yeah.
got enough wood?
Is that Dan Haggerty?
Take a walk.
Looks like it, huh? We met him last week, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And we get to learn Spanish while we watch this as well.
Time for you to see who I am, why I've come.
Hola, ¿cómo
I know
estás?
who you are. Who am I, John?
You're a great teacher and a healer.
Well, some see me as the Messiah. Others see me as just a teacher.
Shouldn't the Dan Haggerty be Little John?
There you go.
Or am I getting my mythology mixed up?
Yeah, I think you're mixing things up a bit, but that's all right. I like that Jesus has such a nice modern tent.
Those little pup tents,
Lightweight, easy to carry.
Small, yeah. Neon, though. I mean, not neon, but nylon. See, I get my words mixed up.
Oh, TJ.
It's all in the hips. Fly fishing, yeah.
How much further? Till we reach the top. Wonderful. When you climb a mountain, keep your eye on the summit, not on how far it is.
Yeah, don't you know that?
Stand back.
Shadowhawk, where do you want me to send you the link when I get the link for the show? Instagram?
Yeah.
I think I can send it to him over Twitter.
You probably can. I'm trying to remember. I think I found him. It was either Twitter or Instagram yesterday.
Ominous cloud. Just saying. Pause for dramatic effect. That's some cool animated lightning.
This is my son, with whom I'm well pleased.
So this is like the Mount of Transfiguration. That would have been Moses and Enoch meeting with Jesus, right? Representation of the living and the dead.
It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Now he tells me I just peed my pants.
That was
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, we're going to have to carry him home. I guess we could roll him down the mountain.
John, my friend.
Just toss him off the cliff, let him bounce.
Are we all dead? No, John, we're not dead. Oh, good. Would you like to sit up? Yeah.
Why are your pants wet, John?
Who am I?
You're Christ, the Son of God.
And you've been blessed. Because flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father in heaven. And I say to you that you are.
Hey, Shelby.
And upon this rock, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Hail, Shelby.
I will give you the keys to the kingdom. And whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. In a little while, my life will be sacrificed for the sins of mankind. And I will descend into hell, defeat death, and free the captives. On the third day, I will rise.
Woo!
No! You don't have to die. You're the Son of God.
Satan!
Who could kill you?
Satan! Get behind me. You're a stumbling block to me.
So he's a
It is the God
representation of
behind
Peter.
his plans. My Father created this world for me, so that no one would have to live in darkness. So think of me as light, and Satan as darkness. Where there is light, darkness can't exist. Every light needs a light switch, and I will make you mine. And you will tell the world about me. Anything you've seen me do, you can do in my name. And if you have enough faith in me, you can do even greater things. Always remember, do not fear those who are able to kill the body and not the soul. Rather fear him who can kill both body and soul in hell.
Jesus used the modern day vernacular back then, 2,000 years ago. He would use it today, we're alive today.
Tell no one what you saw here today until I have
Oh,
risen.
makes sense.
You have heard that you should love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But what reward is in that?
Severe social anxiety.
I am telling you to love your enemies
Watch how the orders from the
and pray and forgive those who persecute you. Do you expect God to do for you what you're not willing to do for others?
Nice hat.
Since God is your Father, shouldn't you be a reflection of him? Anything that lasts is built on a solid foundation. My words give life. And anything built upon my words will last forever. But if you reject me, you're building on sand. When the winds, floods come, whatever you build on will be undermined and fall to ruin.
Jesse, they're hungry and cold.
Bring me the bread and cheese from the back of Jude's.
I think Pete's the wrong one to send for the food.
Fish and loaves.
Jesse, there's only a couple loaves of bread and some cheese. It's not even enough to feed Pete, much less all these people.
Sweet. Interesting. Well, take it. Come on, take it.
Not me.
Only when you're willing to give what little you have will God use it, multiply it, and teach you the true meaning of prosperity.
Yesterday I met a man. I even joined the band of the traveling man. People come from miles around to see the show. Wouldn't you know? I heard the people shout that he's the king, but he shakes his head and says he just wants to share a dream. He's just a man with a band and a magic show. A man with a dream everybody wants to know. But I'm the only one who thinks it's just a show. But there's something deep inside that says I wanna know. We took the show from town to town. I watched him heal the blind, change water to wine. You don't know what went through my head with just the sound of his voice. I saw him raise the dead. I heard the people shout that he's the key. But he shakes
Multiplying the French bread.
He's just a man with a band and a magic show. A man with a dream.
You know, seagulls are going to swoop in and get some of that bread. You know that, don't you?
From the kids first.
Yeah.
Who thinks it's just a show? But there's something deep inside that says I gotta know. And it was then he came to me, and with his eyes, oh, he looked like me.
I think this is the photographer for Satan.
And he shared his
Yeah.
dream with me.
Remember the business guy, the guy that was on V?
Yeah.
Commander of the lizard. It's a lizard conspiracy. Man, my number of viewers just keep going up and down. You know, it's showing 2 now, but it showed 5 a second ago. It just keeps going up and down.
A lot of turnover.
Oh, you think? Okay. Possibly. I think it's just
YouTube.
YouTube. Just YouTube, yeah. Messing with me.
Mm-hmm. At least a couple people in chat still. Cadillac? What is that, Lincoln?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Jesse. I'm Asa. May I speak with you? I'm representing my employer, Mr. Arthur Cunningham.
My
He's
gosh.
quite impressed with you. He's flying in from the West Coast and will be at his home tomorrow evening for a special and private gathering.
You go lie down.
The meeting is in regard to you. Mr. Cunningham would like you to be his guest tomorrow evening.
That would be fine.
Wonderful. Then I will pick you up.
As you wish.
She looks like a villainess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Abigail.
And a smoker.
Evil temptress.
Is she a smoker? I didn't
Looks
notice.
like it. Her face was like leather. You know?
Oh, okay. Wow. We can only imagine what Shadowhawk looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And yourself.
Like,
I look like an old saddle.
We already know what Doc looks like.
a catcher's mitt.
Sorry.
Oh. Wow. Talk about hair bands.
What was that, Stevie Nicks?
Kind of looked like it, huh?
It's 2 bottles of hairspray.
Oh, dude. My little sister-in-law back in the old mall days.
Prostitutes.
It's Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, I always hate that because even though prostitution was rampant where she lived, there's no hint that she was a prostitute. They get the Marys
Other
mixed
than the
up.
fact that prostitution was rampant where she lived.
Right. They get the Marys mixed up in John 11, 1 and 2. It's not Mary Magdalene that's the harlot. It was Mary of Martha and Lazarus, woman with the alabaster box. So they're getting scriptures mixed up.
Right. Yeah, we've talked about this one before.
You're right. That's a big mistake a lot of pastors make,
Yeah, I guess it's fairly easy to get the wires crossed with them both having very similar names.
Well, they're both named Mary. Mary was a common name, but it is it tells you who the woman was in scripture, and yet there seems to be a veil over those two scriptures that people never notice it, and it's in the most spiritual gospels, the Gospel of John. And you know what? If it's like you don't want to disparage anybody, right? That's one thing you will be held accounted for, especially, I think, people that were mentioned in Scripture.
At Satan's house.
Yeah, so what is this the equivalent of? He's going to meet the Pharisees? Or?
No, he's probably going to meet the commander from V. Remember, he was on the last week?
Prothero.
He's kind of like Satan on earth, I guess, maybe the Antichrist.
Well, got a little guinea pig on him.
He's the adversary of Jesus, of God, what the world stands for.
Yeah.
Yes, pleasure to meet you. Very kind of you to come. Arthur Cunningham. Yes. I'm sure you recognize several of our more renowned world leaders.
Any moment he's going to peel his face back and reveal the lizard behind it.
Uh-oh. Why don't you sit next to Ace? Gentlemen, please, find a seat. This world of ours is a simple place to run, actually. We control the East, and we control the West. You add in a few wars, and everything falls into balance. At present, however, it seems that the world is hopelessly out of balance. The communists can't seem to control their own party anymore. They're suffering from economic and consumer failure, and the people don't know who or what to believe in anymore. The West continues to hold its own and flex its muscle. All the other countries have a lot of leaders with different ideas and very confused followers. However, there is one common denominator in every single country. The people want a leader. A strong, magical, life-saving king, if you will.
Is this how you see me? Is this the reason for the invitation?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it is. I, above all men, easily recognize authority and power in another. I can't say that I prize that authority from which your power comes. But I would have to be totally blind not to recognize the fact that you have struck a chord in the hearts of people throughout the world. The desire.
Reminds me of Carl Malden.
There in the people to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
You already have the people.
In his voice, especially, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We have the universal organization and the ability to harness that power for the good of not just one, but all mankind.
The world I came to serve is not the world you serve. You don't see me as I am. You see me only according to your needs.
Our need, my young friend, is for you to stop this fanaticism and learn how to be a team player.
I guess he's the false prophet, right? He's over the
Bring
church.
light into a world that you are destroying and deceiving with your brand of religiosity. The weak need strength. The strong need tenderness. The tempted and fallen need salvation. The righteous need pity for sinners. The fighters need a leader. And the lonely simply need a friend. Only God.
He's just sitting back like, whoa, what the?
Are you saying you are God?
Is that who you think I am?
I think you reek of back alleys and blasphemy. God doesn't associate with whores and procurers and spend time with scum. I could promote you, turn you into something wonderful, make you beautiful.
Marveloso.
Rotting flesh, know of beauty. You're blind. To yourself and to the destruction with which your followers are being led.
Blind leading the blind.
Darkness can't exist
off
where
a
there's
cliff.
light. And you ride in darkness. I am the light you seek to destroy. My very presence exposes you and your followers for who you are. And you!
Jesus having a meltdown, man.
The very thing
Put that foot down.
controls you.
The Monty Python foot going on there.
Mm.
Did you notice all his disciples had suits on?
Sure did.
The world has always had.
And yet he dressed casual.
Trouble is, no one wants to listen, much less follow.
He really looks shocked, doesn't he?
Let's get out.
Vamos.
Almost, yeah. Judas conspicuously is going to stay, I guess, huh?
Dag nabbit, Judas.
Like nobody's going to notice? Apparently, he
Oh,
just
that
doesn't
sneaky
have that.
Judas.
We realize the people love him, with or without our help.
It may be expedient that one man should die, that we might save a nation.
Good old Caiaphas. Words.
So, what's the modern day equivalent of crucifixion?
Same thing.
Oh.
You'll see. You'll see. Yeah, Shelby was in here, Fanta. I could blow your head off. Look at that. Looks right at the sniper. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. He knew I was here the whole time. Is that the actor I think it is? Let me take a look at him.
What are you doing? Shoot him! Shoot him! How do I explain that? Jackson! You heard what he said. He's going to kill us both. Tell your... Tell your pious, pompous friend to do it himself.
Amen.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. If you were with some kids, would you ride a merry-go-round with them?
I don't
Why not?
believe this. How are you doing here?
There's been a slight change in plans. Nothing to be concerned about. The silver bars are in your planter office, just as you requested.
So why don't you give me a call and tell me this on the phone like you're supposed to?
Jackson is causing us a problem, so we have to change our plans. If you see him, get in touch with me immediately. I will be at this number all night. So when you get the information you need, you know where I'll be. And I don't care what time it is. Understand?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
He's smarter than he looks.
Something's wrong.
For many with whom I've come into contact, my cause is lost. Even those of you who I've gathered around me as a nucleus to carry on the truths that I've taught you. Half believe and half doubt. In spite of all that I've taught you, tonight you'll offer save me. Because you'll think I failed. Because I choose not to use material force to overcome my enemies.
Jesse, I never forsake you. I know who you are. Nobody gonna get to you unless they come through me first. Nobody.
Tough talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Fighting words.
You know what that's
I know your
from?
heart isn't in the right place. But before you can be the rock that I've
That's
called
from
you to
True
be,
Grit.
Ah,
you must overcome your greatest
You remember
weakness.
that?
vaguely. It's been a while.
And that's
Tough
fear.
talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Tonight, Satan will sift you. And before the night is over, you'll deny knowing me 3 times. The rest is up to the depth of your belief in the faith that you have in me.
You won't even admit that I'm a great fly fisherman.
How dare you?
How dare you?
After tonight, you must learn to walk by faith alone.
Hello.
The final test must come to all who walk by faith. You must rely on me alone. Trust in no other, and seek no other help. Expect storms of you to do my work. Because of your love, friendship, and bond to do my work, you'll excite the enemy. And the malice and hatred of all those who are not on my side. The enemy attacks the fortress, the stronghold, never the desert waste. The group looks to you. So trust in the spirit that I will send you. Not on what you see.
He's a big guy. It's hard to
Or
ignore.
what your present
You know?
circumstances dictate. If you truly love me, you'll survive. And you'll carry my message.
You just told me I'm going to deny you 3 times.
Right. Yeah. I'm a little bit upset right now.
Yeah, what a great start. Yeah. The Romans are coming. The Romans are coming.
Well, someone's coming. They just stay around the beach, don't they?
He likes the water.
I guess.
You guys get him! Freeze! Hold it right there! Stop where you're dead! Freeze! Don't move! Stay where you are!
You're going all Rambo on him.
Did they just shoot John?
No. He pumped it. That was the noise.
With Judas showing his face. Yeah.
Traitor. Who knows in this modern world? Wow. Might get a full-on kiss here. I don't know.
There you go.
The Son of God betrayed with a kiss.
That helicopter's burning through some fuel to get that light on them.
Oh, buddy. It's a costly mission.
It's worth it if we can capture the Son of God.
Just got to get him.
Yeah, got to get him.
How'd you get in here, Jackson? I'm not a thief. And I don't deal in deception. However, I do kill people.
Sound like somebody's getting nailed to something, huh?
Is that why you're here?
Your 30 pieces
That's simple.
silver.
What the hell are you talking about? Hell. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
That's a place you and I are going to see a lot of. I never believed in hell, or heaven, or God, or anything. Till a few days ago. All I had to do was pull the trigger. I couldn't move my fingers. I know who he is. I'm gonna kill him. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Who's gonna kill who? Jesse. And you set him up. I didn't set him up. I didn't set anybody up. See, I gave him a little bit of a push. That's all. Just so he'd accept Cunningham's offer. I wanted him to take over what was already his. Now, can you imagine a world with that kind of power? You know, no war, no hunger, no famine. Anyway, Cunningham's not gonna kill Jesse. He needs him. You heard him say it yourself. Daenerys wants him dead, not Cunningham. Cunningham will keep him alive as long as he feels there's a chance Jesse will join him. If Daenerys convinces him otherwise, it's over. You're a liar. You're a liar. Are you an idiot? Or just plain stupid? Your little fiasco on the beach probably assured Jesse he'll never live to see tomorrow night. As for me, it's my guess Takamo and I will both be hit. So why? Why should I lie to you? I really came here to ask you a question. How can anyone live with a man like Jesse for so long and willfully betray him? Because he's not what you wanted him to be. I hated you before. I don't now. I just feel sorry for you.
Jackson wasn't about money. Not for 30 pieces of silver.
Some people care, some people don't. Some people will, and some people won't. Well, it's about the same all over the world.
Well, I got to get the soundtrack to this thing.
Right?
Without money, 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 money.
30 bars of silver.
It's cold in the streets when you've got to compete with each other. You feel you've got to cheat and steal if you're gonna survive one another. You say the world is like a gun with everyone fighting for the trigger. Just to kill another man for 30 pieces of silver. Yesterday a man was crucified. 30 pieces of silver. And today another man is gonna die. 30 pieces of silver. What for 30 pieces of silver?
He's in the race van.
I said what for 30 pieces of silver. Whoever said you gotta die to go to hell in the ghetto? There's a lot of life around, but you think it's only found in a bordello. I said if you got the bread, you can always find a man to deliver. Anything you want.
That thing's got some shocks on it. Bouncing up and down.
Yes,
it does.
30 pieces of silver. You could lose your soul.
That's enough. We've been at this a long time. Why won't you defend yourself?
For one, I'm tied to this post.
And you must be able to destroy me. I seek to destroy no one. You're free to choose your own destiny. It's encouraging. You finally decided to say something. Why Why does Panaris want to destroy you? I came into this world to bear witness of the truth.
See, he's kind of representing Pontius Pilate.
God and man for me on the cross, who would know and believe in me. Only those who seek the truth will hear my voice cross the bridge. Panaris seeks to destroy the truth rather than embrace it. Are you again claiming to be the Son of God? I am the Son of God. Don't you realize that I, and only I, have the power to save or destroy you? The only power you have is that which my Father has allowed you to have. Who is your Father? If you can see me and don't know who I am, even though I've told you, then how could you know my Father if you can't see him? If you want him dead, you kill him. I want no part of it.
Looks like I win. Doesn't look like your father will save you or can save you. I guess since we weren't struck down, I personally am going to see that your teachings die here with you. Bring the big one to me. Aren't you the spokesman for that pathetic group of degenerates?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you know Jesse here.
I never seen him before this day.
Look at him, you blubbering fool.
Damn you, Panaris! I told you, I never seen him before, never!
Oh, cut him loose. It's obvious he's no threat to me. I wonder how long it will take your followers to forget about a man they'll never see again. I speak for God, and the people will continue to follow me.
You hypocrite. You travel the world to find one convert, and when you do, you make him twice as much a son of hell as yourself.
Oh, is that what you said? That's exactly where I'm sending you.
I know. And in 3 days, I'll return with the keys.
That'll be your best trick yet. You know what to do with them. Use spikes only on Jesse. Nail him. They call you the Rose of Sharon, a king sent of God. What is a rose without thorns? A king without a crown. All hail the king!
Stop it a minute, Smoking. What'd you say, Shadowhawk?
I said this one they're just rushing forwards towards crucifixion, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're gonna get to it. Let's roll that footage.
That's right.
Get it out of the way!
This was the one thing I remembered. They were crucified in this old barn, you know. I forgot about the hitman and his friend being crucified with him.
Isn't one of them supposed to be a thief?
Yeah, they were both thieves, but
oh, okay. But the one was also a hitman.
Well, in this story, yeah, he was the guy that was supposed to kill him, but they didn't, so they felled him, and they kind of get crucified with him, strung up with him. They sure had the sound effect when that crown of thorns came down on his head.
Oh yeah.
I think I would have yelled louder than that.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I think most people would.
They don't know what they're doing. Jesse. Jesse! Take me with you. This day, you will be with me in paradise. You three, stay here! Make sure he dies!
It's pretty wild that he's the main protagonist, you know, being the leader of the church, because it's at the beginning of the movie, he was kind of subservient to the guy playing Pontius Pilate, right?
Yeah.
He was like putting him in his place, and he's like, yeah, you want him dead, and I don't want any part of it. Kind of wimps out. Peter's a big guy. Did you see how he towered over everybody?
I commit my spirit. It is finished.
The lightning strike. Come on.
Struck that tree where he was.
I should have struck that dude.
There you go.
That's
There
going
you
to
go.
leave a mark. Wow, that was lightning rod. Get along, little doggy.
Eat 'em. Cook 'em, cook 'em, cook 'em.
Anyone in there? Please!
He's literally running from God now.
That doesn't look very good.
You never.
What did he say?
You never knew me.
Oh, you never knew me. Whoa. Okay. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
The dead in Christ?
How many of these people is he responsible for killing? That's the question.
Every one of us. But we can ask for forgiveness. Uh-oh, this doesn't bode well for him.
No, it doesn't.
Oh. Sodom and Gomorrah all over again.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
That SPF 195 ain't gonna do you no good.
Ain't no sunblock going to block that out.
Did you ever hear the story about a man who could walk on water?
Another musical hit.
Whose life was one love story
Absolutely.
till the end. Did you ever hear the story about a fool love for money?
Can you imagine if 3 people were found in a barn crucified? It'd make the national news.
Yes, it would.
Mm. Oh, dude, it would be a hate crime and all kinds of stuff.
Especially if he was a suspected hitman. You know, you had a couple of hitmen.
They call it white supremacy.
They
Well,
probably
and they're Hispanic, so they would automatically be cartel, right? I'm just saying, you know how they're gonna spin it these days.
Is he gonna hang himself now?
You got Chuck Schumer as Pontius Pilate.
Yeah, he's gonna hang himself now.
Do you want to hear a story of a world?
As they did it these days, it would be he would be a crackhead. Instead of 30 pieces of silver, it would be 30 pizzas to go.
Well, at least the hitmen didn't get their legs broke.
Well,
You gotta
lucky
look on the
them.
bright side.
Yeah. Always look on the bright.
They're just gonna linger there in the barn until somebody finds them or they die. Starvation.
Yeah, they're just singing the Eric Idle song. It's all right.
You know, quick cut to a funeral. Okay. Georgia. Georgia.
And the guys bust out with the brass band all of a sudden. It's like, dun, dun, dun.
Like they do in James Bond, Live and Let Die.
Yeah, it's like a New Orleans funeral. Mm.
Yeah, everybody's weeping and crying, and then you hear this. Start dancing around, having a party.
Yeah. Yeah, the saxophone, a trumpet, some guy with a big old bass drum pops out of nowhere.
Have you ever heard the story?
What am I supposed to do?
It sounds like this guy, I can't think of his name. The guy that did the
I think I've actually got some music, you know, Christian music by this guy. I mean, can't remember who it is. I keep wanting to call this guy Big John, though. You know, instead of Simon Peter.
Getting Robin Hood and Jeebus mixed up here.
How can I live without you when you're within me?
I never forsake you. Never.
Forgive me for all the pain I put you through.
Oh, come on, Smoking, help me out. Starry Night. Who did that song?
Oh yeah, Starry Night. Yeah.
About the painter.
I can look it up. Oh hell, going to get the Billy Club out. Shoot.
No, yeah. Going old school on them now.
Get him.
Oh, underarm sweat. Wow, clubbing for just hitting the touching the coffin. Wow. Watch him go under. Oh, he was missing a hand. Did you know that?
Oh, damn. No, I didn't.
Back it up. Back it up. He was actually disabled. Just clubbing.
Damn.
Damn Roman soldier.
Get him.
Yeah, see, he's missing the whole hand there.
Dude, I have to show you boys
Look at
the
that. Yeah.
nightstick I inherited from my father at some point.
Amputee there. I'd forgotten that about this character.
Representation.
Disabled.
You don't want to get hit with one of those things. Man.
A nightstick? Hell no.
No, especially old school.
Not on my to-do list. You know.
No.
Let's say we're out there. I'll show you boys the old school cop nightstick.
Okay.
That would have made a good wallpaper, like him dropping right there. That little.
Yeah.
That little fall right there.
Jesus could have gave him a brand new hand, but he let him live with his infirmity.
No, instead he got a bashed in brain pan.
Yeah. Nothing but a flesh wound.
People are just patting him on the back. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, nobody's even trying to help him up or anything.
Yeah, he just got beat by a Roman soldier.
Yeah, that's nice. He's even here in the street to die.
Peter, where you been?
Are you all right?
I'm dead, man.
She's like, I don't even do Peter. Who's Peter?
Take me home.
Take me home. They're all dressed so nice. Grizzly Adam and the businessman.
Yeah, he was asking for it. See, he would have just put a suit on.
Yeah,
just conform.
He did when he went in front of the business guy.
I should have known you take the battle home. Now I'm feeling like a child.
I see what you did there.
That you once took by the hand.
You thought you caught that all by your lonesome. Uh-huh.
A child must be a man and give more than he feels.
That wasn't very Christian.
Hey, Jesse's laughing about it. I guess it works.
Yeah.
Nowhere in the Bible does it say I can't push you in water.
Yeah. If you're a true believer, you'll float, right?
Exactly. I'm just testing you.
Mm-hmm. Everything's a test.
Yeah.
And when I feel like going home,
A test so you can have a testimony.
I'll always hear
Who
you
am I, Joe?
on the phone.
You're a great teacher and a healer.
God calls a man.
The flashback montage. Oh,
yeah.
The things we missed are that guy kind of looks like a little like Mickey Rourke, doesn't he?
Maybe.
The guy on the right.
Hey, friend.
Not really.
You wish you were back in New York now?
Maybe after he started boxing.
Darn it, Shadow Hawk, you just undercut me. Did he really box?
Oh yeah, he got his face punched in a lot. I don't know that he actually boxed.
Was this after he acted a little bit?
Well, that's why he ended up getting all the plastic surgery and shit. He dropped out of acting after To Live and Die in L.A.
Oh, he looks bad. Yeah, that was a bad career choice.
He did that big movie with Kim Basinger, and then he decided he was going to be a
remember
boxer.
that one with Robert De Niro when he played Satan?
Oh yeah. And Keanu Reeves.
What was that called?
Right. No, that was a different one.
No, that was a different one. Keanu Reeves was not
You
in it.
were thinking Al Pacino for that.
That's Al Pacino.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking.
Devil's
I'm
Advocate.
thinking Robert De Niro.
No, I
He
was talking
played
to
Satan.
Shadow.
No, yeah. I was thinking
Oh.
Devil's Advocate. You're thinking what was the name?
Johnny something.
No, not Johnny Dangerously. It was the one with the Cosby chick in it.
Yes, they wind up having sex. She's like,
Lisa Bonet got naked in that movie. Yes, I remember it
and
well.
wasn't
So
he wound up
it's called like
sleeping with
it had some kind of fucked up name. I can't remember.
Wasn't it her? Wasn't it his daughter? Didn't it turn out he slept with his daughter?
Yeah, it was some kind of messed up shit.
It was voodoo messed up stuff, Yeah. But he was trying to escape Satan, and Satan was slowly reminding him who he was, right? I never can remember that name, but that's actually a pretty cool concept, Probably, my favorite movie with De
I think
Niro.
I'm conflating it with another movie
Because
there was another
he
movie
is
that was
Satan
similar to
incarnate
it.
on this earth, I tell you.
Hmm.
Pretty close to it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
I just don't know why these people have to be loudmouth and get political about everything,
That's a good question.
Say F Trump and all that and go out.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
All they're doing is losing an audience.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like what I say, don't buy my book.
Yeah. Translates pretty well to movies.
Or watch my movie.
When your eyes can see as I see,
Big Joe,
and your heart can follow my dream, and you live for the life that's in me. Only then
I sent B Rose the link, by the way,
Oh,
on
thank
Twitter.
you.
If
Very
you
good.
want to contact him and say the link's on Twitter.
Yeah, once if I try to do it now, I'm gonna kick myself and I can't get back in.
Afterwards, yeah. Like about 10 minutes, and this or less.
Yeah. I've already got the box set and the book out and everything ready to go. Probably read it again before we get started.
Peter's the one with the beard and mustache.
The love that's in me. Only then
They always get this wrong. They actually put it in the palm of his hand instead of his wrist.
Only then could you ever love me.
You're gonna get a headache out of that one.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
No.
Do you love me? When you
if you just put it in the palm of the hand, the body weight will pull you down off the cross.
Yeah, and you're going to break bones, and that's going to violate prophecy.
It's going to tear your hand apart, and then you're going to
Well,
fall
the
off.
wrist was part of the hand, considered part
Well,
of the
yeah,
hand.
but if you put the spike between the wrist bones, it's a lot sturdier.
Well, the crossing of the feet is wrong too. The Catholics always, and not just the Catholics, but a lot of the Episcopalians, whatever, have the cross feet in the wrist, and it would be behind the ankle bone. On the sides, he would have straddled the stake. It's crucifix is never in the Bible. We call it crucifix, but it's really stake. He was staked out.
Yeah. Well,
who knows if his arms were out or above his head?
But he wasn't impaled. Thank God.
Oh God, yeah. I can't think of anything.
He was just poked.
Wow, the director wrote the movie as well.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, besides the melancholy 90s music, what did you think about that, guys?
It was an interesting,
modern version. But I guess I'm just used to The Chosen now and like the slow kind of roll. But like I feel like this was like so rushed towards crucifixion, just like holy shit, slow down, guys.
Yeah, they were running through that story real quick.
And it was what? They might have ran through the story real quick, but it was a lengthy movie, wasn't it?
About an hour and 25 minutes, roughly.
Well, there you go. That's
Yeah, it's not a bad length. It just seemed like they were anxious to get to the nailing Jesus up, boy.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and find. I was thinking about the old going way back to the 70s movies that they're available. Where you deal with the tribulation and people being beheaded and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
If I can remember the names, I know Thunder's in the second one. I think I just got to remember. I'll find them.
That's the part I don't want to be around for. It's the whole tribulation.
Well, I don't think you will be around for it because God's wrath is not allocated for you. I know you hope so.
I hope so.
No, he said I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. There is no hope. There is only due.
That's right. There's no shot.
Okay, I'm sharing something real quick. I want you to check this out.
You got any hard work to do, Shadowhawk, today? Or?
I was already out doing something while I was listening to the show earlier.
Don't forget to
got my
contact
fire pit all dug out and fixed up Mama Hawk's parking spot with some homemade concrete.
Don't forget to remind B-Rose he's supposed to be on at 4. Just that, tell him the links over there on Twitter.
I will.
So this is also on YouTube.
If we get off here, I'll find them over on Twitter.
What is this?
This is Jesus of Nazareth, the full movie. It's 6 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that was made for TV, yeah.
And it's a 1977 British-Italian miniseries. And it's kind of split up in chapters, I believe.
Yeah, I remember when this came out.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
This is what we were talking. That's what I was talking about the other day. That
may the Lord bless and preserve you.
The actor.
May he let his face
it's a good
shine
one.
upon you. May the Lord lift up his
countenance. We get the rock and
and
roll audience. We could do Jesus Christ Superstar one weekend.
Oh God, please!
That doesn't even. I've never watched it. I don't really plan on it.
Yeah. We could just go to Aleister Crowley's.
We may as well worship another god or something.
Right. Yeah.
You hear that?
Now you can tell Great
Peter
Augustine
Ustinov
that
and
he
King
can rest in
Herod.
peace and
Judgy.
It's for me to judge the non-righteous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We have learned
this
nothing
is
from the
this is Hussey. That's her last name. The actress's last name. She was in Romeo and Juliet when she was 16.
She's cute.
She plays
Well, why are you
Mary.
calling her a hussy?
She's cute.
That's
Look
Elizabeth.
at that face.
How did you know?
Oops.
I love my favorite part of this movie though is when he heals the blind man in the temple, and he falls at his feet, and it's awesome. Just the subtle, yeah. Oh, and you know who else is in there?
Oh, there he
Okay,
is.
the guy
there
that
he
plays
is.
Jesus here, he was in the Italian Job in the late 60s.
Damn, he's healing souls and stealing cash, huh?
Okay. You say so.
News I bring you is this. Your
With
captivity.
a face like that, you can get away with anything.
What does that mean? Our captivity is over.
I remember this was first broadcast on NBC. Don't ask me how I remember that, folks, but I do. I remember not only watching it on TV for the very first time, for 3 hours with my family. I mean, for 3 nights with my family.
Andrew here knows us
But
well.
I remember it was on NBC.
Yeah, even over 3 nights, it'd be like 2 hours a piece.
So this movie's on YouTube?
Yeah, full thing, 6 hours.
Yeah. You've seen this, Shadowhawk, haven't you?
Oh yeah, when it was first on TV, I remember watching this.
Has it been 1977? Didn't this come out in 77?
77, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars
Yeah,
year.
I was freaking 10, dude. Yeah.
That was a big year.
I was 12 my time. Yeah, I was 12 myself.
Big year.
All right, it's been 3 hours, guys. I think we can put this one in the can.
Put it in the can.
All right. Hey, where did you find B Rose on Twitter? Was it B Rose or Black Rose Comics?
You want me to drop it in the private chat, or would you?
I'll find him. It's all good.
I found it under Bros Back Cerebrum Volume 1 now for Philip.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, I will see you in about 2 hours, my friends.
Have a great
Sounds
Sunday.
good. Sounds good.
You too, Smokey.
Hello. Bless the chat today.